काम ले लिया.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all? How are you all? How are you all?
Fine. Fine, sir.
Did you enjoy your Sunday? Did you enjoy your Sunday?
Yes.
Okay. So, our three stanza of the poem is over. Right, beta? Right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Is the board visible properly? Is the board visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our three stanza over, right? So will start the stanza number 4 onward, right? We will start with the stanza number 4. So in 4th stanza, right? First of all, I will start with the 4th stanza, but before I want to discuss the previous chapter, previous lecture on introduction. So who will give the brief of this three stanza? Who will give the brief introduction of last two stanza? Tell me. Who will give it to me? Anyone have idea? Bhumi?
Yes, sir.
Will you give me the brief of the last two stanza? Wait a minute,
Yes,
everyone.
sir.
Okay, can you see the board properly, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me.
Yes, sir. In the last class, we have saw that this poem is about war which fought between Russian army and Turkey. But Light Brigade, it is a term which is used for British army, came in between during the Crimean War. This poem is written by Alfred Ron Tennyson. And from stanza 1, he claims that soldiers marching straight into the valley of death. Here, this word is said as British army only has 600 soldiers with gun, whereas Russian army has bags and cannons with them. The Russian army commander gave order to their soldier for charging the gun as Light Brigade were coming forward. In second stanza, soldiers knew that someone had made a mistake that would cost them all their lives, but still, it is their duty, so they have to obey the order. They cannot ask reason, they cannot ask any question. They have to fight the war. And in the third stanza, when Light Brigade reached near the Russian army, they observed that there were cannons in all directions of them and a lot of bullets fired on the same time, and they came in an unpleasant situation.
Very good. Everyone clap for her. Absolutely, right? Whatever the things I taught last lecture, she absolutely gives very good answer. Now everyone check, everyone use the clap emoji in chat box for her, because the way she narrates the story, it means the last three stanza, right? With this introduction, it means what? That she knew this thing, might be whatever the things I wrote on the board, so she also wrote her in notebook, right? That is my assumption. Might be she learned new things from the net or any other resources, she learned this thing. So she gets the answer, she replied me very nicely. So everyone just use your emoji of the claps in chat box. Right? See beta, whosoever will reply me, right, we will change the system. It means I change the system that he or she will get the appreciation, right? Whether only for the clap, it is also that he or she is got the response appreciation from teacher side and from your classmates also. See, I will clap in front of you, right, because you can see me, that's why. But I will not share this clapping in chat box, but I will clap in front of you, everyone. Okay? So you can see me, okay, sir is appreciated. Even you have to what? You have to use your clap emoji in chat box. Okay, everyone? So we know that it was a disastrous situation for BAM. Because from everyone they faces the problem, cannons are shot their balls. Even at that time, the gun also fired, and very few minutes they were died out of them. Flashed all their sabers bare, flashed as they turn in air, sabering the gunners there, charging an army while all the world wondered, plugged in the battery smoke, right through the line they broke, Cossack and Russian rill had from the saber stroke, shatterhead and sundered, then they rode back, but not the 600. She says that. Right, he has a flash all the sabers there. Now flash moved very quickly and soon with their bright light as they moved, heavy swords with curved blade. Right? They have a sword, but heavy sword with the curved blade. Curved blade means what? What do you mean by the curved blade? Anyone have idea? Do you know the meaning of curved blade? Anyone have idea? So, I will write some questions here.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
Sir, blade which is bended.
Yes, the blade which is sharply bended. Right, the blade which is sharply bended. The question. Now, this fourth stanza is totally on war. So says that describe the war scene. If I am saying that you have to describe the war scene, how can you describe it? Tell me. So, here is what? That the soldiers struck the enemy gunner with their unshedded sword. It means unshedded sword, and unshedded means what? What do you mean unsheathed? Not unshedded. It's a unsheathed. Unsheathed means totally bare sword, and charge at the enemy army while the rest of the world looked on in wonder. Right? These army charged against their enemy, the rest of the world. Now here, who is the rest of the world? So other army, right? There's other army who is without guns, might be we call says the troop, another group of the soldiers, troop who has no weapons. They looked them, even says that they rode into artillery smoke and broke through the enemy line, destroying their Cossack and Russian opponent. Then they rode back from the offensive, but they had lost many men, so they were not 600 anymore. This thing. Here says that, very beautifully explained. He says that flashed all their sabers bare, flashed as they turn in air. It means even sabering and gunners they are charging an army while all the world wondered had. Now here wondered had means what? Right? So they flashed all their sabers, their swords is totally empty, little bit curved, and it was lightning, it was bright, fine because of the daylight. Flash their turn in the air, and they have to moving, they have to just use their sword into the war. In the open, sabering the gunners there. They have to attack on the gunners, their enemy, and charging an army. While they charge their place, it means they will attack. It means they attack, not they will, they attack on their component, their opposite, not component, their opposite, right? So what? They have to continuously say, all the world wondered at, all the means wanted to know, was too curious about. It means the decision to ask them to charge. Even the plug in the battery smoke. Plugged in means what? Plugged in the battery smoke. So, in the smoke of the number of cannons, they were fired, right? Because we know that if you have to shoot the gun, so little bit smoke comes out from their pipe. The same way, this is the cannon. So, there is a lot of smoke, and continuously they attack with this cannon. So, there are every area is a smoky area, right through the line they broke. Now, though it means it is a through Cossack and Russian. Cossack means people from southern Russia, noted for their home horsemanship and military skill. Like, see, these British army known as Light Brigade. British army known as Light Brigade. Same way, the southern South Russian army, those who are sitting on the horse, they known as Cossacks. Right? So says the Cossack and Russians, they attacked on Russian army and with their Russian horsemanship, reeled hard from saber smoke. It means moved an unsteady way because they had been hit. Continuously, they are not showing that from where they are attacking, right? The opponent army, from where they are just using anyhow, they want to cut, they want to kill, they want to fight with their enemy. Even says that shattered had sundered. It means very destroyed completely and split or broken apart for especially by the force, and then they rode back, right? They come back. Whatever they can destroy the opponent's army, they destroyed it. When they come back, but the thing is what? They were not 600 soldiers. Some of the people might be 100 or 150 soldiers were died in that war. See that it was a disastrous situation and it was a disastrous performance. Here says that another thing, that if I am saying that describe the war scene, who will describe me? Who will describe me war scene? Who will describe me? Who's? Mahir. Who will describe me the war scene, beta?
Sir, can I try?
Yes. Yes.
The Russian army was that any people that come in this one died. They were not. They were using the sword. On the contrary,
I cannot hear you, beta. Neha? 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 Neha, can you listen me, beta? Bhumi? Am I audible,
Yes,
everyone?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible? Okay. Answer me. Describe the watch.
There were cannons in all directions of Light Brigade through which a lot of smoke came out, and Russian army was continuously shooting on Light Brigade. Somehow they just want to kill the Light Brigade army.
Then? Okay. Then fifth stanza. Cannon right to them, cannon to right of them, cannon to left of them, cannon to behind them. Volley had and thundered, stormed with the shot and shell, while horse and hero fell, they that had fought so well, came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell, all them left of 600. He says that, right? Here the question, what was the outcomes of this charge? Right? What was the outcome, outcome of this charge? See, this fifth stanza, see, first three stanza is situation, fourth and fifth, it is their condition, right? Fourth scene, not fifth, fourth scene is describing the war, while fifth scene is describing the outcomes of that war. So it says that what? Cannons to right of them, cannons to left of them, cannons behind them. They back, right? This Light Brigade, whatever they can do, they could do that thing, and they went back to their camp. But then after, the Russian army continuously attacking on them, stormed with the shot and shell, stormed, right? They have to continuously facing the problems of fires of the guns and cannon balls, while the horse and hero fell. Might be some of the who are near to the cannon's ranges, so they get injured and they fell down from their horse. He says that they that had fought so well, right? They fought very well, came through the jaws of death. Came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. Right? They came through the jaws of death. Those who are living, they came back to this critical situation. All was left of them. Even back through the mouth of the hell. It means it was a critical situation and all of them was left of them. It means those who were died in that camp, in that war, they left them and left of 600. And might be 100 soldiers were died in that war and they left that situation. So here says that cannons behind and both the sides of the soldiers now assaulted them with the shots and shells. As the brigade rode back from the mouth of hell, soldiers and horses collapsed. Few minutes to make the journey back. Right? Now the thing is what? When they come back, because they were feeling tired, right? They felt tired and that's why they fell down. Their horse also fell down. And the thing is what? They come back from the jaws of the death and mouth of the hell. It was a very critical condition, and from that critical condition they had saved their life, and that's why they are in their camp. So here, what the outcomes of this war? So many of these brave soldiers and their horses died as they were shelled with the cannons and balls. The ones who survived returned to the base. Now here base it means camp. Base it means camp. Those who survived, that it means those who saved their life, they come back, they return to their camp. And the thing is what? When they return to their camp, might be they ask the situation, means another army asked them a situation, and even this army also fought very bravely. They say that we went, there are 600 soldiers, but right now we come back less than 600. So see that outcome. Might be they were died in that war. Last stanza, when can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made. All the world wondered, honor the charge they made. Honor the Light Brigade, noble 600. See better. Here the thing is what? It was, we can say, is that criticizing the thing also. Says that the world marveled at the courage of the soldiers. Indeed, their glory is undying. Right? Because we don't know about this situation. In this poem, through this poem, you learn this thing. That's why you know that, okay, in past, in this year, this war was also fought. Like same way, if the Kesari movie was not released, do you know about that 40 soldiers who fought against 1,000 per person, against 1,000 army? Do you know that thing, beta? Tell me. Do you know that?
No, sir.
Right? We don't see. Even recently, might be if you see the web series, so in MX Player, there is a one web series, the name of Chhatrasal. The name of the web series is Chhatrasal. See that. He was also biggest martyr, right? Who fought against the Mughals. Who fought against the Mughals. Even after Maharana Pratap, we don't know anyone's history properly. Right? We don't know anyone's history properly. But if we talk about his son, Amar Singh, so what? So very few things we know about him, that he rebuilt, reconstructed the Chittor fort, he defeated Mughal army 17 times. Afterwards, very few things we have to remember if we see the history in the YouTube then after. Right? Same thing, some of the history that is undying, it means removed from the history. Some of the warriors, some of the wars that was removed from the history. Same thing, that Kesari war, that is, we know that in Indian syllabus, in this topic we can't learn, but in British syllabus, this topic is there. They know about very well, but we don't know about this thing. And that's why the thing is here. So here says that they fought their courage. The world marveled at the courage of the soldiers. Indeed, their glory is undying. The poem states these noble 600 men worthy of honor and tribute today. Right? Is that the poem states this noble. The poem describes this. Okay, you fought very well and we happy. And it says that even these 600 soldiers, they say they gave the noble honor and tribute today also. So here says that how does the poet want to pay tribute to soldiers of the Light Brigade. So he says that the poem wants to these soldiers and their heroism to be remembered forever. And that's why he feels that their glory should remain undying in the minds of all the people at all the times. He says that I can give the honor with the help of this poem. I can give them honor with the help of this poem. Why? Because when the people read this poem, so they will know about this thing. Okay, these 600 soldiers fought against the Russian army where they have a cannon and guns, while this army have no cannons, no guns, no armor. They have only one sword, and with the help of the sword, they fought against that army. Though the British army totally lost their war, right? Lost their power, they defeated, but they want to present. It means the poet here, it's not the poet, but these soldiers, it means the poet wants to present that how courageously they fought against this Russian army. Okay? So anyone have a doubt here? Anyone have a doubt here?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Everyone? Sure, everyone? Everyone sure, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, shall we start to discuss the question answer? Shall we start discuss question answer? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what you have to do, today I will share the PDF of this question answers, right? So you have to write down from PDF. Okay, I don't want that I will narrate in front of you and you wrote, might be the network issues there and all those things. So the thing is what, that I will discuss with the question answers with you and you have to complete in your FNB. Okay everyone? But you get the two scene passage. You get two scene passage. Okay, number 2 and number 3 scene passage. Okay, did you brought a worksheet? Did you buy a buy it, beta? It is in Anand stationery. You will buy it. Okay. Today your homework is that you have to fill scene passage number 2 and scene passage number 3 in your worksheet with this question.
Sir, we have to chapter number 4.
What?
Sir, we have to solve chapter
What,
number
beta?
4. In passage and unseen
Yes.
passage, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
when
yes.
you send tomorrow, sir.
What's your name, beta? What's your name, dear? See, beta, I had already sent the question answers PDF in your WhatsApp group, right? So you can solve it. Okay, did you get the PDF of the grammar? Did you get the PDF of grammar of chapter 4?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes.
Yes.
No, sir.
I think I shared 3 PDF, one for question answer, one for grammar and one for writing.
Sir, you don't know about writing. Yeah.
See, beta, one writing I shared it. Was what the writing that I wrote on the board, that writing skill I share it with you. Okay. Now the first question. How many soldiers rode into the valley of death? This is a very easiest question. Replied me. How many soldiers rode into the valley of 6,000?
600 soldiers.
Yes. Answer means full sentence.
600 soldiers rode into the valley of death.
Very good. Clap for her, everyone. Everyone clap, send the emojis. Right? Second question. What was the order to given them? What was the order to given them?
Charge the guns.
Charge the guns. Charge the guns, beta.
Sir, forward to the light brigade.
Forward to the light brigade. Arpita. Arpita. Arpita.
Yes, sir.
Answer me the second question. What was the order given to them? Forward to light brigade.
Forward to light brigade.
Neha. 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 Janvi Budakana. Janvi Budakana. Janvi Budakana.
Sir, can I?
Yes, beta.
They were given ordered to charge at the enemy.
They were not, they had been. Okay, your answer is right, but we have to change that because it is a direct. So we have to change it to indirect.
Okay,
so,
sir.
in order to charge at the enemy, they had to be charged at the enemy. Did all the 600 make the journey back? How do you know? Neha, I want expect this answer from your side. Did all the 600 make the journey back? How do you know?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, dear.
Yes, sir. So now am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, dear.
Yes, sir. I was replying only, but I think from network issue I was not. You were not able to hear me.
No, I can hear you, dear. I can hear you.
Yes, sir. So yes, sir. No, the 600 didn't make their journey back, as they fought with the opponent soldiers on the horseback, while some horses were also dead, and the hero also fell from the horseback, and they fell into the trails of death.
Very good. Right? It is okay that not as the soldiers made off the journey back, because we know that, because the poem tells us the horse and heroes fell while the cannons fired by the enemy soldiers hit them. The poem tells us that what soldiers rode back, but that the soldiers rode back, but not the 600 of them. So everyone clap for Neha also. Everyone clap for Neha also. Says that fourth question, what was the reaction of the rest of the world? What was the reaction of the rest of the world? What was the reaction of the world? See, but only one or two students replied me that this, I don't like this thing seriously, that there are 11 to 15 students who joined this meeting and they are not replying me. It means there are two things I think, that first thing, you are not interested in my lecture, and second thing, you don't know whatever, you can't understand that whatever I explain you. Which thing is with you that I don't know about it?
So may I?
Yes.
That all the rest of the world was wondered and surprised by the grenade.
What's replying, my dear? The rest of the world?
The rest of the world was wondered and
Okay. Clap for her also. Her answer is half right. So we have to clap for her also. So here said what? Here say what? That the rest of the world was curious about the decision order, the man to charge off the guns, right? And later they marveled at the bravery of the soldier. Now, second question, how do you know that? Because here there is a description of the line, right? We have to identify the line from the poem. Here says that the soldiers were not alarmed at the order given to them. Which line this is indicated? The soldiers were not alarmed at the order given to them. Which line? Which line? Have idea?
Sir, charge for the guns, he said.
From above to last line, right? It means line number 4, 5th to 8th. Forward to the light brigade, charge from the guns, he said. Into the valley of death, rode the 600. It means these 4 lines says soldiers were not alarmed that you have to fight this war. He just passed the order and says that you have to fight their enemy. Second, they knew that the order to charge was mistake. They knew that the order to charge was a mistake. It is very easiest line, and you can identify this thing also very properly. Purva. Purva. Have idea? Have idea? Or I speak? Have you idea or I will speak? Yes, try beta. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Third stanza. Cannon to the right of them, cannon to the left of them, cannon in front of them.
No. My question is beta second one. You say cannon to the right of them. That was the 4th one. Right, that was the 4th one. I am telling you second. They knew the order to charge was a mistake. It means the answer is the soldiers knew someone had blundered. Right? Not the soldiers knew someone had blundered. Third one, they could not question the order. They could not question the order.
Sir, may I?
Sir,
Yes.
stanza number 4.
Stanza number 4? No.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
So from the second stanza, there's not to make reply, there's not to reason why, there's but to do and die.
Very good. Very good, Abhi. Right? In second stanza, line number 5, 6 and 7. Right? Last one is also the cannon to right of them, cannon to left, cannons in front of them, volley had and thundered. It means the first 4 line of stanza number 5. Think and answer. What is the valley of death? Why does the speaker call it that? What is the valley of death? Why does the speaker call it?
The valley of death means the dangerous situation.
Yes, it was a dangerous situation. But why does the speaker call it? Why does the speaker call it? Tell me.
Because British was going to fight with Russia, with only guns.
with only swords, not guns. Beta, in this poem you have to think that the British army have no guns. Whatever the guns they had, these guns were seized by the Russian army. ये दिमाग में रख देना है. The British army have no guns. That's why the Light Brigade fought against Russian army. If they had a gun, so obviously the British army fought with them. Right? And might be they won this war also. Here says that in this case the poet, one of the soldiers were charging into. The poet calls the valley of death because the soldiers would be surrounded by the gunfires on the side, and the decision to make them charge was actually a mistake. That's why the poet says that the Vicar says that it was the valley of death. Second question. Write the two words describe the soldiers of the charge of the Light Brigade. So there are two words. We know that one is brave and second one is loyal. Third, why could the soldiers not question the orders that was given to them? Anyone have idea?
So may I?
Yes.
So because they thought that there is but to do and die.
They had to be loyal to their commander and low and show the confidence in every decision he took. Right? You want to show their confidence in every decision that he is commander too. Even the soldiers could not talk back to their commanders. Right? They are not replying to their commander or a figure out of the point of the attacks also. All they could do was do right and fighting, possibly even die the fighting. Right? Your right answer, beta, that they can do anything. Right? But they do these things, the reason behind is what they do, because they want, they show their confidence, okay, we are not afraid of in this critical condition. Right? We will fight against them because they were already trained in that way that any situation they have to face, they have to fight continuously. This was their condition and this was their reply. Okay? So students, here the question answer is over. Now I off my camera. Don't leave the meeting that I am taking your attendance. Right? So the thing is what? That today's homework that you have to solve scene passage number scene passage number 2 and 3 in your worksheet. Right? Then after you have to write this question answer in your FNB that I will share a PDF. Okay, everyone? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.